Hi tubers and tubettes, this is Dave Dixon. I'm up in California, Northern California, and I love California. This video, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start to put together is, it's going to be a dummies guide to a dummies for YouTube. Because when it comes to doing internet stuff, computer stuff, telephone stuff, I'm about as dumb as a rock. I mean, I used to be pretty good at it when it first came out 14 years ago, and I did put some videos together, and I did start my YouTube channel. But, and I'm not a dumb person. I got my degree in economics. I was a lot smarter back then. And, but as I get older, you know, I do know a lot about swimming pools, and I know a lot about Batmobiles. I don't really know that much about what's going on in my wife's mind all the time, or in my children's minds, you know, but those two things, Batmobiles and pools, I do know. So I just recently started back, I think it was right after Christmas, because I got my computer, and I found out I have a GoPro, and we had gone to Greece, and I think I filmed about 2 hours on my GoPro. And I was like, this is great. You know, I'm able to really put a lot of information on here. So my wife had bought me a laptop a couple of years ago, and my son went to try to drop all my stuff from the GoPro onto my laptop, and it said it could not take it because it was just way too much information for the memory on that laptop. So right after that, I started pushing, you know, if you want to get me something for Christmas, and I usually never ask for anything, I'll take a computer, and I like to have a computer that I can use to do YouTube with. And so both my sons were involved with it, and my wife got me a good computer. I'm really into HP, you know, Hewlett-Packard. I have no reason why, other than we used Hewlett-Packard gear when I was in the Navy, and I just like Hewlett-Packard or HP stuff. So they got me an HP thing. My son got me this crazy keyboard. It like lights up. It has lights going all the way around it, like a gamer's keyboard. But he said, you're gonna love this, Dad, because it has all this stuff on it. You know, you can do this and this and this and this and this. I'm like, okay, well, where's the cap button? You know, how can I make capital letters? So it's a little more than I need, but it's kind of cool that when the computer comes on, it starts doing a little bit of flashing around the edge of the keyboard. So I like it. I mean, it's nice. So, you know, I've had to buy different tripods. I'm using a tripod right now in my car, trying different things. And I want to make a dummies guide to dummies going on YouTube, about as dumbed down as you can do it. Because I noticed, just like with my sons, and also with some of the tutorials I've seen online, I mean, they're talking so fast, I have to stop it, back it up, hit it again, stop it, back it up. I don't even know what they're talking about, you know, in terms of some of these buttons and stuff. And I'm sure if I'm that way, I'm sure there's other people out there, probably baby boomers like myself, that would like to get on YouTube, and you should. It's a lot of fun. And I kind of consider it like therapy, because I can tell you guys just about anything, even if I promise, or if I ask you to not tell anybody, I know you're not going to tell anybody I know. So it's almost like therapy. I can say, really be honest and tell you what I'm thinking. So I know other people want to get on it. I do have it would be a couple of YouTube videos that my son did for me to just help me get on Clipchamp. And you know, I'm very, there's a certain way I like to do stuff. And there used to be a program called Movie Maker. I think it was by Google. And so I wanted Movie Maker. They said something like it was stopped in 2017, something like that. I go, I love that program. It was so easy for me to follow. And they go, well, the new one is called Clipchamp. So I had my son load it onto my computer, and then we started using it, and I was like, wow, this is just like the old thing. It's just a little bit more improved, and it's easy for my brain to understand. So, you know, you gotta, I've just always been recording with this my camera, which is an Apple 14, and I'm going to get some mics, that are remote mics that clip onto my collar, so the sound can be even better. But I think the sound is fine. I'm driving right now, so obviously there's a road noise, but I mean, that's just, once I get the mics, I think that'll make a difference. And so I'm going to share a little bit in this California Dreamin' channel that I have, so that maybe some of you guys that are just like me, and you're like, okay, I mean, I'm like, where do you turn the computer on at? What do you mean make it sleep? I don't understand. What's sleeping? And how come my router's not working? I mean, we have 2 routers upstairs. They're not routers, they're repeaters. They repeat the signal. And I stuck one of them right under my desk, and it seems to be working better. So those are the kind of things that I'm gonna talk about and what I'm using. And I don't think you're going to find anybody on YouTube that's going to be dumber than I am in terms of trying to figure this stuff out. But I have successfully been able to edit some videos, and I've successfully been able to load them up on YouTube, and I was even successful in getting them published. So only had one that had a copyright problem, and I'm not really sure what it is, but I've even kind of figured out what I'm going to do to try to get rid of that. So anyway, that's what I'm all about, trying to do this YouTube thing, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I got 3 subscribers. That's pretty good for me. I mean, I can't imagine why anybody would want to watch this stuff, but I have 3 people. Well, I've had a lot of people view it, but I had 3 people actually subscribe. So that was kind of exciting. And, I'm already doing the thing where you get up in the morning, you check to see if you have any subscribers. Then, at lunch, you pop on there, see if you have any more subscribers. That part of it is the exciting part to me, I'm not in a big rush, and I'm not even knowing if I'm going to be successful. I just really would like to have a community of people that are like-minded, and they're kind of interested in the same things that I'm interested in. I have multi-interest. So I have a channel that's called Bat Builder, that is just for Batman stuff, because I built a couple of Batmobiles. I have another one called California Pool Designer, because I am a pool designer. It's not the typical kind of channel. It's going to be for just people that want to know about that industry. Not made for marketing. I'm not going to be sending customers there. Well, I'm going to be talking about some of the customers, so I definitely don't want to send them there. But I'm just going to give you my honest appraisal of, things that happen at these different meetings. And then it's also triggering some memories of previous appointments, because I've been doing appointments for 40 years. And then I've been with the company that I'm with now for 28 years. So that's a lot of pool designs and a lot of meetings with people. And I love it. I love doing it. I don't plan on retiring. I mean, as long as they keep sending me leads, I'll keep running them. And they like me a lot. So, it's good. Good to be top, at the top. And then my last one is going to be California Dreamin'. And that mostly has to do with a lot of people dogging California. I can't even tell you how many times I hear people dogging California. And I love it. I put a video on 5 reasons why I love it. But what always cracks me up is we had a friend, and they moved to McKinney, Texas. And they're very excited about their move to Texas. They're a younger couple, but they're leaving their family all behind here, and their mother, who did a lot of the babysitting, and they just want to get out of California. California has some, social issues, I would say, more political issues than social issues. And it's funny, whenever somebody leaves, they kind of want to tell you, like, oh, you should come too. It'd be great. You'd love it. You'd love this. Oh, you'd love that. And I let them talk, and I know they're very excited. But at the end of the conversation, I'll usually say, I am not moving. I love California. My house is here. I've been in the same house for 19 years. I've been doing the same job for 40 years. My wife, she's a very successful paralegal. My kids are all in this area. My mother-in-law's, or my wife's family on her side is all here. So I'm not moving. And I know you think it's all, roses and blue skies, but I lived in Texas when my dad was in Vietnam. Now, not where they're living. I lived much further south in Lamarck, Texas. And I remember when my dad had died, I had to go back there, and I went with my kids. And we went to Galveston before we moved my dad's body up to Prairie Hill, where he's buried. And so we went to Galveston. The water's just dirty, it's filthy. It's brown. And but I love it. But don't get me wrong, I love people from Texas, but the water was dirty. And it's very humid and a lot of mosquitoes. And I told my kids, I want you to, stop and look around and take all this in. They were very young at that time. I said, because your daddy's never coming back to Texas. And I've actually been back like about 4 times since then. And I'll probably go back to visit our friends in McKinney, Texas at some point. But I do love California. I'm a California boy. I'm just not going to be leaving. I'm married to a California gal. And we live in a really nice area in the Central Valley. So those are the things I wanted to pass on. So thank you very much for listening. I'm glad you found me. Subscribe if you want to stay in contact. And I promise the videos will get better. And the editing will get better. So thank you very much and have a great day.